This is the scene after Dorian's brutal attack on the Bahamas. Total devastation. Debris that was once people's homes, now covering the ground with wreckage. Hitting as a Category 5 storm with winds over 200 miles an hour, Dorian was the most powerful storm in recorded history here. It targeted the Abaco and Grand Bahama Islands, known for their marinas, golf courses, and all-inclusive resorts. Even worse, Dorian stalled over these islands and their 70,000 people for 2 days.
Well, going through it was terrifying. We're happy to be alive, glad that my family is safe.
Rescuers report seeing bodies floating in the water. The final death toll won't be known for days. The U.S. Coast Guard is helping lead search and rescue, but there's still areas that first responders can't reach. People are using boats, even jet skis, to try and reach those who have lost everything. A humanitarian crisis is emerging in the Bahamas. The main hospital on Grand Bahama is unusable. Homes are destroyed, and more than 60,000 people need food and clean drinking water. And Dorian's not done. It's now a Category 2 storm, but with winds at 110 miles an hour, it's still considered dangerous. Authorities have asked 2 million people in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas to evacuate.
This is a very serious storm, and a western shift, that is towards land, of just a few miles could bring enormous damage.
Even if Dorian doesn't make landfall in the U.S., it could bring storm surge and severe flooding. In low-lying Charleston, South Carolina, authorities are racing to move hospital patients to higher ground. In Savannah, Georgia, they have provided buses for families to get out.
Well, I don't have a vehicle and I don't have the finance to go out of town.
In Florida, Dorian has already grounded thousands of flights and shut down several airports. And it's battering Florida's coast as it makes its way north. CBN's Eric Phillips is waiting out the storm in Daytona Beach.
Leading up to the storm's arrival, Daytona's weather started to deteriorate with bursts of rain and wind. It prompted those with hurricane fatigue to brave the technically closed beach.
1 minute, I'm all nervous and scared that everything's going to blow away, and then it's tracking off in a different direction, and then it stops. It's just, this one's been really unpredictable.
Hilaire Sartain gave us an interesting comparison to describe Dorian.
Being stalked by a slow-moving turtle, as my friend says. It's finally here, but it's taken its sweet time. The excitement has worn off, I'd say.
Perhaps the excitement has waned, but officials say vigilance cannot.
Things can change for the better, but unfortunately, as we know, they can still change for the worse.
And some of the worst has come out during this emergency. Officials say an elderly woman and a blind man have been bilked out of their money by scammers.
The objective here is you got to be a real scumbag if you're going to attack people who are blind and people who are in their extremely elderly and show up and try to scam them out of tens of thousands of dollars.
One of the many reasons why people here say they'll be glad when this is all over.
All the surfers have been watching this storm, and we're just ready to get out there and catch some waves finally. It's been a bad summer for us in Florida. We're ready for some hurricane swell, so it's on.